Yep. All right. You know what it is, man. We back at it. Look at the time. It's 3:01 p.m. You can't make this stuff up. It's 3:01 p.m., man. Yeah, we're going to set it off out the gate just like that. Just like that, man. Just like that, my friend. All right. So this is Coffee and Charts. We are streaming live right now. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you're tuning in from Twitter, make sure you retweet. If you're tuning in from Facebook, make sure that you follow the TeamAlliance Facebook page. And also turn on the little bell. There's a bell there when you go to the page. Turn that on so that you get notifications. And of course, on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And also turn on your bell notifications. All right. I'm assuming the audio was good. I changed something in the features. I don't know if it affected it or not. But does it sound like it normally sounds? Does it sound better? Does it sound good? Is it the same? Y'all let me know real quick. Is it the same like it normally is? Does it sound better? What? Telling me, man. It's good? All right, cool. Well, good is good enough for me. I got me a good cup of coffee too, man. He said same better. It's the same better. Shout out to McDonald's, man. I think this might be the best McDonald's cup I've had this year. Tyler said it's choppy at the end of the words. A little choppy. Really? I don't like that. I don't like that. Jay Carly, verify that for me, please. If there's any chop in this whatsoever, I'm not going to continue until I fix it. Let me see what I did different. Let me see. Yeah, you're saying it's a little choppy. I don't like that. Let me see. Let me switch it back to what I had it on. Do that. I didn't have it here. All right, it's back to how I had it before. Oh no, I did have this. That's what I had on. All right, does it sound better now? Yes or no? Jay could. Oh, Tyler said he was on Facebook. Sounded good there. Jay Carly said you need to refresh. Sounds better? Does it really sound better, or you just saying it? Don't lie to me. You can't lie to my OCD. All right. So one last check. Are we good? See or no? Eric Stevenson said it's better. Jay Carly says sounds fine here and YouTube. Okay. Tyler said it is better for sure. All right, there we go. All right, so we good. So look, lesson in this: don't be switching and doing messing with settings and shit. Just leave it alone. Because I ain't gonna front. I changed the setting and I thought it would help, and it did not help. Obviously, if it was coming in choppy. All right. So anyway, if this is your first time here, this is Coffee and Charts with yours truly. The platform that we are observing is called NADEX. I would recommend that you get yourself a cup of coffee if you don't have one. Hot ice, latte, espresso, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, Starbucks, whatever you got. Some of y'all got that in-house coffee too. That'll work. And what we're doing is observing the market. Jay Carter said it was fine before. Oh man, she's all right. So we are observing the platform. Apply our knowledge. Oh, what's that? Now, I did see charts flicker like in that is backing up or something. What the hell was that? I did just peep that. Did y'all see that? I don't like that. Damn, still doing it. Mm, you know, I don't like that. Let me see something. It is popping in and out, right? Okay. Woosah. Woosah. What is that, man? I don't like that. Let me see if I can close some things. Maybe if I close some stuff, it won't do that. Let's try that first. Close that. Close that. I will close that. I'll close that. Mm-hmm. I'll even close Facebook. I'll close this. I'll close this. I'm closing everything just to make sure that nothing on my thing on my desktop is interfering with the internet. All right. Is it still popping in and out? Yes or no? What else I got open? Oh, I got mad shit open. No wonder. Hold on, man. Let me just close everything. Damn. What you were watching is the spirit of excellence in operation. I will not continue until shit is right. So just bear with me. I'm closing out all type of windows and shit. Hold on. I got this don't need to be open. Sounds good now? Okay. All right. So we're gonna go with it. As long as I'm not seeing that little internet icon, I know that we good. So I don't see it now. And who the hell is this? Calling me and shit. I don't know. Not answering that. All right. So the platform that we are observing is called NADEX. NADEX is powerful because of the type of platform that it is, which is an exchange. The instrument that we trade in particular is called a binary option. And binaries basically allow you to capitalize whenever you are correct about the ending position of the market when the binary actually expires. Now, what does that mean? The ending position. Binaries are very simple. If the market ends above an option that you're buying, and the option is just simply the line, it's called a strike price. So, for example, you see this green box here? You see the bottom of the green box? You see how there's like a thick line at the bottom? That thick line is laying over this horizontal line going across, which represents this strike price right here, where these little boxes are. You got a little red box, a little blue box, and then the number in this kind of like white looking box or grayish, whatever color this is. But the number that's inside that box to the far right represents the price level of this line. That number is the line. It's also the level or the price of the market at this position where the line is. So if I were to buy this option, what I'm anticipating is that the market is going to stay above this line. See where I'm putting an arrow? I want the market to stay above this line, which is the bottom of the box. Okay? Now, where's the market? The market is these blue and red candles in the box. That's the market. So let's take another example. If I move this box up, I'll move the strike price up that I'm referring to. Watch this. If I move this up, now I would be referring to this strike price. This would be the strike price that I'm observing. And if I were to be buying, I would want the market to be above this line or above inside of this box. I know that if the market is in this box, it's above the line. Okay? In order for me to win, if I'm buying that option, if I'm buying this option, which represents the bottom of this box, it means that the market has to end above that line. In other words, it has to stay in the box. Now, I'm breaking this down this way so that it simplifies the way that you're understanding my observation. My observation is the box. I'm looking at the box. Now, you see how, look at the candle. See how the candle just went back in the box? See, if I had bought, I would have won this trade because the binary that was for this strike price just expired about almost 20 seconds ago because these are 5-minute binaries. So now new binary has actually started over, and that's why you got the clock or the timer set over. It started back at 5 and now it's counting down. So when this goes down to 0, wherever the candle is relative to this box is going to determine if you win or you lose the trade. Now the market, if I'm buying and the market stays in the box, I'm going to win. If I'm buying and the market ends outside the box underneath, not in the box, I would not win that trade. Sounds super simple, don't it? It's so simple. But question is, are you going to be able to consistently be correct about this behavior in the market? In other words, will you consistently select the right option, which is, in other words, the right line, and then be correct about where the market ends? That's the question. Because you realize that the market is doing what constantly? It's moving. This is where the problem comes in for people, because they look at this platform, they look at these binaries, which I just explained, and they're like, oh, that's it? That's all you got to do? But they're not understanding that the market moves. For example, right now, you see how there's a red candle? Red candle just means the market is moving lower from the position that it started at during this 1 minute period, because each candle represents 1 minute. If it's red, it means that the market is moved lower from the opening position of that 1 minute. If it ends lower, you'll see that candle close red. Now, depending on the direction of the movement, the candle will be either going and turning red or will be turning blue. Like if you zoom in and you look right now, you see how it's red again? That's because the starting position of this current 1 minute candle and where the market is right now, the market's lower. Now look at how it turned blue. Why is that same candle blue now? It's blue because now the market's moving up. It's moving above the position that this 1 minute candle started at. Now you got a blue candle. Same candle was just red and now it's blue. Y'all see that, right? And this is kind of like an introduction for people that I like to do, because it's good that you're clear on what the market is doing relative to what you're doing as far as trades. So this is not just as simple as, oh man, all you got to do is pick the right direction. If you actually think about the market and the nature of the market, it really doesn't have that much to do with direction, does it? What do I mean by that? Well, the market was just red. This candle right here, look, let me isolate it so y'all see what I'm talking about. This same candle right here that is now blue, what color was this a few seconds ago? It was red. So if it was red, that means it was going down. But then it turned blue, which means what? Oh shit, it's going up now. So what if, and not even what if, but I should say what people base their decision making on is when they see that color. They're like, oh, it's red, it's going down. I should sell. What would have happened if you would have attempted to sell in that particular case? You see, look at what the market's doing now. It went right back up. And it went all the way back up to the damn top of the box. So you would have been wrong. You would have lost if you were basing your decision just on direction. This is why I said it's not as simple as, oh, all you got to do is be right about the direction. You could be right about the direction. You were right about the direction when the candle was red. But guess what? You was wrong about the direction over here a minute later. And even during the same minute, you were wrong. So you was right at first and then you was wrong after. If you base your trade on that first initial direction that you saw, you would have lost. So where does that leave you? It leaves you basically with a lot of information that you may or may not understand. For most people, they don't get it. It's confusing to them. I don't understand. It was going down. It was going down, man. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you should be trading at that time. Question is, why is it going down? Not only that, the question is, forget the fact that it's going down. How is it going down? In other words, how is it moving? See? But you won't know the answer to actually ask that question. You'll just be looking at colors because you don't know anything about the market. Oh, it's going down. That's why I sold. Oh, it's going up. Oh man, I should have bought. Well, on this same candle where that green circle is. It was down first. It was red first. Then it was blue. So what were you supposed to be doing? You see? So you see how there's more to it than just direction. And that's actually what I wanted to focus on for this observation, because a lot of people will misconstrue behavior with direction. And it's very important that you don't confuse the two. So now, is direction even something that makes a difference when we trade these binaries? That's my question. Does direction even make a difference? That's my question. And I want to see the responses to that. Naked Flower, I like what you're saying. I like this. Look what Naked Flower said. Look at this. We have to understand why not. But anyway, so the answer to the question, does direction even make a difference? The answer is nope. Nope. Look. No. Chess. Nope. Now, I actually see someone that says yes. And I'm not going to say that you're just absolutely wrong, but I am going to say that once you elevate in your understanding of the market, you'll realize that no, direction does not make a difference when it comes to the binaries. See, in order for you to be correct or to win the binary, you don't have to be right about direction. Uh-oh. You can be right about direction at the wrong time. Uh-oh. What if, look, check this out. What if you're right about the direction and wrong about the time? Look. Watch this. Let me give you an example. I'll give you the perfect example. Let's use this right here where we are, right? And let me take this and move this over here. And let's say you're watching this, right? And you're seeing the market come lower here on this candle. And let's see when this was. What time was this? This was 6:20. So this was not 6:20, excuse me, 3:20. So this was the very beginning of this current binary that's about to expire in 12 seconds. And you see this red candle, you're like, look at that. That right there ended right on the strike, man. I could take a position here, and I only need to risk about, it's right on the strike. We'll say you risk 40 to make 60. So it's an at the money, but you risking less to make more. So you say to yourself, all right, I'm gonna risk 40 to make $60. Right here on this candle where the arrow is. Now the market closed lower. And if you said, yeah, market is headed down, you were right. You were correct. The market was headed down here. Absolutely. And then what happened? Next minute, market goes up. Now you're like, I think the market should go back down. So now you're doing I think the market should stuff. And y'all just stay with me, because this is what people really do. I think the market should head back down because it started to get some resistance here and it started coming lower. I think it should continue back down. A minute later, what happens? goes up even further, and further away from where your strike price is. By the time the binary was finished, it just finished just now, about a minute and change ago. It ended above the line. You would have lost the trade. So you risked $40. You could have made 60, but you didn't make 60. You lost 40. You were right about the direction. The market was headed down. But you were wrong about the timing. So now, because you're wrong about the timing, you lose that trade. Because you're basing what the market's going to do on what the market was doing at this time. So you're looking at this right here like it's going down. I should be selling because it's going down, and it should continue down. Minute later, doesn't continue down. You're still saying it should continue down. Minute later, still doesn't continue down. So now at this point, you're just guessing, not even guessing. At this point, you're hoping that it comes back down. So you do, like, do you see how direction doesn't have anything to do with anything, actually? Because the question then is like, all right, well, it was headed lower here. Why did it not continue lower? That's the question. See? And if you don't understand behavior, you won't understand, well, the market actually started ranging here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You don't believe me? The market started to range here. Where are all these candles? Look at every candle that followed the red candle right here. Where are they? All of these candles are where? They are inside of the box. They're ranging. So the reason the market didn't come down is because the market is already in a range. See, the market transitioned here to this new position. Once it got into this new position, it began to range. And because you don't understand behavior, you don't understand that even though this came down, it's not going to continue down. Why not? Well, because the market actually started to range here, which had nothing to do with the direction. Range is a behavior. And this is what separates us from everybody else. This is why we won't trade the way everyone else trades. We don't trade like that. See, I'll tell you something else that people will do. Because people are like this. They like to try to simplify everything. They'll say stuff like, oh, I could have just been buying. I could have just been going long. All of this. I could have been buying all of this, and I'd have just won my trades, all of them. Could have been buying all of this. You're simplifying and you're looking at things in the rearview mirror. See, everything is 2020 when you look back. You see everything because you already see what happened. But when you're there in the moment, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. So you can't just trust in, oh, well, it's going up here. I could just be buying. Well, you don't know that it's necessarily going up at the time. Just like it was going up here, but back here, it wasn't going up. Look at this. Was it going up here? What was it doing here? Was it going up or was it going down? It actually wasn't doing either one. This is a behavior here. See, and you'll get caught up if you don't understand the behavior. So I'm saying all of that to say this. Until you actually learn how to interpret market behavior, then everything that you're doing on this platform you're going to fail at. Like when you trade, you'll just lose. You ain't gonna lose every trade. Some of them you're gonna win because you're coin flipping. So even a broken clock is right twice a day. See? So you'll be right sometimes. And what happens is that every time that you're right, quote unquote, problem is you don't even understand why you're right. And the question always that you should be asking is, man, why did that trade win? See? So if you can't answer that question, you don't know enough about behavior in the market to understand that it's behavior itself that determines whether a trade is going to win or not. So anyway, that's just a little kind of introductory lesson, especially for the newer folks and for people that may not even know or understand what it is that we're doing. Because I know that there are a lot of people that are interested in, trading, and they don't know which way to go. Oh, I don't know if I should do Forex. Should I do stocks? What about crypto? Well, what I can tell you is that what we do, and this is my opinion, of course, but my opinion is based on experience and facts. In my opinion, trading on this particular platform and trading this particular instrument is the most lucrative way to capitalize in trading, period. There's no other way where you can scale up. There is no other way where you can repeat the same process over and over again and produce the same results, aside from trading on this platform with these binaries. And that's based on actual experience. I've experienced everything else. All of it. Forex. I can't, you got to understand. People think that I don't like Forex. What we trade here is based on Forex. This market right now we're looking at is the euro. The euro dollar, euro USD. You see this here? This is a Forex market. But market behavior is the same regardless of what market it is. Doesn't matter what the market is. So it just happens for us to be the Forex market. But we're not trading traditional Forex. We're trading binaries. So the instrument has simplified what actually allows you to capitalize. You don't got to be right about direction. Market can go up and come down. As long as it remains in position relative to your strike, you'll still win. And vice versa. The question is, are you entering at a time when you know the market will remain in position? That's the question. Not, oh, yeah, I knew it was going to go down. I knew it was going up. It doesn't matter what you knew or what you think that you knew. And this is where people get so confused. And people still insist on using the traditional ways and methods of trying to trade on this platform. And it's not going to work. You're still wondering why you still lose trades. Oh, well, everybody loses sometimes. That's not true. Because we don't. Now, everybody who trades the way you do, yeah, you're correct. They do lose every once in a while, or more often than they would like to. You are absolutely correct about that. And that's for people that trade how you do. Folks that trade based on an understanding of the actual market, there's no reason that we have to lose. We know when not to be in a trade. That right there is the separator right there. We know when not to be in a trade. All right, anyway. So let me come over to the comments. This thing is still doing this little thing. I just saw it flicker again. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, let's see. Naked Flower was saying, almost got it, not there yet. You'll get it. I can see why it's risky because steps weren't applied correctly, right? Too greedy. It wasn't time yet. Right. It wasn't time yet. %. Walker said should. Yo, this internet, man. Walker said should. Wish this thing would stop doing that. I can see it doing it. And I know when it does that, it cuts out. Hold on. Internet is really getting on my nerves. I don't even know if it's the internet. It might be StreamYard. Damn, man. Connection am I on? All right. I can see this thing acting up. Like, I see it. I don't know why it's doing that, though. I closed all the browsers. All right, hopefully it'll start working again. Damn. So Walker was saying, should is subjective. Got to wait for the market to be objectively stable. Correct. Range is, where are we at? Range is the direction the behavior is moving in. No. Range is not the direction. Range is the distance top to bottom that the market is moving in. It's like an area on the chart or an area of price movement where the market is moving between. That's what range is. The more movement that you have in the market, the less likely it is to be ranging. As the actual distance of the movement decreases, that's when you can see the range because you see the furthest that it's moving up and the furthest that it's moving down. So if the market is ranging, how do you win a trade on binaries? You win the trade by the position that the market ends in. So it didn't matter if the market was moving up or down if it's in a range. See that right there is what I know confuses some people, and then for others, it pisses them off because they're like, well, you always got to wait for the market to slow down. You always got to wait for the market to become, to go to a standstill. Not true. Not true at all. Sometimes the market can be in a 3, 4, 5, or 6 micro pip range. If you're able to recognize range, you see that. If you're able to recognize the market stabilizing its movement, you'll know that it's going to stay in that range. And if you know that, then you now have enough information to be precise when you trade, because you'll know that the market will remain in a position that it is in. See? And that's the part that people who don't understand or want to debate about it, that's the part that they try to prove wrong. But you can't prove it wrong. It's the market. How are you going to prove the market wrong? It's what the market does. And you just don't understand it. Yeah, see, so Tim G is someone that's debating. See? I'm just reading through the comments now. Let me come back. 80% of traders are correct about direction, but not about the time. So stick to traditional Forex if direction is your bag. We'll stick to the timing. That pretty much says it all right there. And I did mention that earlier about the difference between traditional Forex and what we do with Binaries. So look, this is from someone who is debating. Look what he says. And I'll put it up. Look. I think you're purposely making this harder as you talking riddles to make sure people stay signed up with as long as they can, and even then won't get it because of the missing info, which suits your smugness. Hence why you're making out you're providing free info, but no people are not going to follow and get it even if they are members. Even with all the typos, I got through that. So Tim is saying that I'm confusing everyone and I'm talking in riddles. Okay. Okay, Tim. Yes, we haven't had a troll in a long time, and you know I like these. But let me get through the rest of the comments. I'll come back to that. These are just some of the responses. Instructions are pretty crystal clear to me, Tim. What you mean by riddles?
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? Carl Francois, what's going on, sir? Let me see. Tim is funny. He called me smug. Yo, he said I'm smug. Oh shit. That's funny. Yeah, where Tim at? Don't leave, Tim. Come on, Tim. Stick around. Let me see. They said Tim was messing up the live stream. Angel said he mad because he ain't speak market. He can't speak market and don't want to pay for the most grossly underpriced way to learn. Uh-oh. Shots fired, brother. Here's Carrie. He said, I've been in a lot of groups. TA is the place with true leadership, direction, and solid teaching to learn how to succeed on NADEX. Hey, man. What you want me to tell you? Miranda, what's good? Miranda says, you're basically giving away free skills so that people know how to strike at the proper breakouts on supportive resistance levels or some stuff. Mind you, this is from someone not in training with me. Shout out to Anna. Okay. Shout out to Anna. She says, J. Carly says you'll be watching this later. So yeah, shout out to you. And this is powerful stuff. Like people don't even realize how powerful what we do actually is. So just like first off, understand what I'm doing. Everything I talk about is what I do. I'm not teaching or telling anyone to do something that I don't do. So people say that, oh yeah, you should practice what you preach. Well, I preach what I practice. You see the difference? In other words, I do it first, then I teach. So now when I'm teaching, I'm actually showing you exactly what I'm doing. I'm laying out the blueprint for what I do. There's a difference. There's a difference. And that's another reason why people that refuse to bow down to what is superior, because that's what it is. I'm not saying that in an arrogant way, like you're bowing down to me. It's not that you're bowing down to me, but you will bow down to this skill set. That's a fact. Why? Why are you going to bow down? Because the other 99% of everyone who loses, you'll be in that group. If you don't bow down, you have to submit. You got to submit your will. What is it that you want? Maybe you don't know what you want. See? People are so confused. I'm like, what is it that you actually want? Do you want to win and make money and be profitable in the market? Because if that's what you want to do, then what you're doing is not it. Well, anyone could trade binaries. It's like the arguments are always the same. Anybody could trade binaries. You're right. Anybody can trade binaries, and people trade binaries every day. But that don't mean that they are profitable. So again, my question is, do you want to be profitable or not? They be confused, man. I'm like, listen, you either make money or you don't make money with binaries. Oh, well, binaries are risky because you could lose all of your money. You can lose all your money doing anything if you don't know what you're doing. Am I right? Come on, man. You can and will lose all of your money doing anything when you don't know what you're doing. It's just silliness. Like, so again, if you want to, in the market, be consistent when you trade, you actually have to take the time to understanding the market. And the problem also with people is that they put trading before they do understanding the market. Am I right? What's the first thing that somebody asks you about when you tell them that you trade? What's your win rate? Isn't that the first question? Well, what's the win rate of the strategy? Just like right now, you tell somebody, yeah, you know, I'm in TeamAlliance, man. I've been training with them and things are just making so much sense to me. I'm not even taking trades yet. Well, what's their win rate? They're going to ask you that. They're going to ask you, what's your win rate? You know what kind of question that is? That's a trade question. That's a trade question. And it's because people don't even understand the dynamic of being able to trade and consistently be profitable. If people understood that, they wouldn't ask that question. They wouldn't ask that. But that's the first question they ask. What's the win rate? And I'm just, I go through this because I try to elevate your understanding of everything that's happening. When someone is talking to you or asking you questions about what you're doing, one, they don't understand. Two, they have to elevate their mindset even to have a chance of understanding what we do. Well, Mark, I'm not sure why you guys wait so long before you take a trade. Like, these are questions that people ask. Why do you guys wait so long? What kind of question is that? Our objective is to only end up in a winning trade. Our objective is to only end up with a profit. What's your objective? Is your objective just to be in trades? Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you mean you guys only trade once or twice a week? I don't understand. I've heard Mark say that before. I'm not sure what he means by that. How do you guys actually make money if you're only trading once or twice a week? I thought it was 5-minute binaries. Isn't that every 5 minutes? Couldn't you just trade every 5 minutes? See, you don't understand anything about what we're doing. Yes, it is 5-minute binaries, but that doesn't mean to trade every 5 minutes. The market is operating 24 hours around the clock until Friday evening. And there are 5-minute binaries that operate for 23 hours a day from Monday to Thursday. So with the exception of 1 hour, this platform is open. In one day, 23 hours, 5 minutes, that's 276 opportunities. So people get confused. They're like, well, so there's 276 opportunities available each day. That's over 1,000 a week. So out of 1,000 opportunities each week, you only trade once? And that's the point. You're trying to take all of these trades for what? What good is all the trades that you want to take in that number if you're going to lose some? Whoa. Whoa. What's the point of what is the point of trying to trade often if you lose often? Well, you can't make any money if you don't trade. Well, we are going to end up in a trade. But the trade we end up in, we already know the outcome of before we take the trade. We already know what's going to happen before we even take the trade. And let me rephrase, before we receive the trade. Because the market gives us these trades that we end up in. You end up in a trade, you don't know why you took it. Oh, well, I took it because my setup. What setup? What's the setup? Well, the first thing I do, I look for an actual trend. I look for a micro trend. What I've done, I've placed an RSI stochastic on my chart. I have a butterfly on there. I use support resistance. I've done my research. All right. Okay. And the shit is like, all of this is funny because it's like, this is really how people be talking to me. Like, they really talk like this. I kid you not. I think one day I might release like a video showing messages people send to me. You won't believe some of the stuff that they say. Well, Mark, I've been using technical analysis for quite some time now. And I'm not really sure what you're teaching. I haven't found anyone that verifies what you're teaching. That's because you haven't found anybody that's as consistent as me. All the people that you telling me about, do any of them record? I'll wait. Do any of them record what they do? Not send you the PDF for their strategy. I'm not talking about that. Well, some of them record. Yeah, I've checked out a couple of videos. All right, cool. Did you understand what they were doing? Well, yeah, they told me that they were applying technical analysis and they gave me the set of indicators to use and I applied it, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to work for me. Why not? Every time I try to take a trade, for some reason the market goes the other way. All right, well, why did the market go the other way when you decided to trade? What is it that you're missing? These are real conversations I have with people. I ask them these questions back. Because I'm like, I really want to understand how you're asking me about what I'm doing, and you don't even understand the market. All I'm doing is applying knowledge of the market. That's what I do. I don't understand how you can't use, how are you not using any indicators? That just baffles me. I am the indicator. Oh shit. Oh boy. Then I tell them that, then they mad again. Oh man. Yeah, man. Listen, it's all type, yo. This, and you got to understand. See, the reason that I get so much of this is because we are outnumbered. What do I mean by that? Most people lose. Most people are not winning. Most people are losing. That's why there's so many of the questions. Come on now. They keep asking these questions. It's so many of them. Crazy, man. And this is real talk. Like, I'm really giving y'all real questions that people ask me, real conversations I have. And y'all know that I'm very patient, and I'm patient and I'm very courteous to people. I actually take the time. I don't try to go back and forth. I really try to help, to really just bring light. I'm like, because you in the dark, you don't know what you're talking about. You just asked me what my win rate is. You definitely don't know what's going on. Win rate? What's that? What's a win rate? I should be asking you, what's your lose rate? Maybe that should be the question. How many trades do you lose? See? Because now look at what happens when I flip it around. When I ask somebody that, now you have to be accountable. What you gonna do? Lie? You can't lie. Your account tells the truth. Ooh. Ooh, that's a low blow. You can't lie to me. Your account tells the truth. Sheesh. Jeez. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, this is true. Kenneth is right. He said there'll always be naysayers. It's all good. What's so crazy is that the naysayers outnumber us tremendously because they're all losing. That's what it is. They're all losing. Dell said, he said one dude comes to mind, but I won't say his name. Oh boy. Now we don't even got to do that, man. We don't even have to do that. Oh, this is good. Look at what Angel says. Look at this. She said they technically analyze their way into thinking that you can't win all the time. She said, so you make the payday easier for us risking the $20. Come on now. Is that true? Yes. See, all these people that are on the other side of our trades, they're the ones I'm risking 20 to make 80. I have excellent risk reward on my trades. You do. That's you right. That's excellent risk reward. But that's exactly what it is. It's your risk and my reward. And here it is. Look. The numbers don't lie, bruh. What that account looking like? What that account look like? Oh, snap. Yep, lack of confidence all day. Look at what Peter says about me. You've explained the same questions thousands of times without complaint. That's a good teacher. Come on now. And I pride myself on doing that because I really do, even when someone is trying to come at me because they are in their feelings. See, you got to understand something about the market. The market does not care about you being in your feelings at all. I'm so emotional right now, man. My goodness. Market doesn't care. I'm not sure how much of this I can take, man. This is just wearing me down. Market doesn't care. You feeling like that, then you have no business being in the market, period. This is something that you can't be emotional with. This is not about your emotions. See, that's the problem. You feel good when you win and then you feel bad when you lose. If you listen to me, you'll feel good when you lose. Why? Because you'll realize why you lost. And until you realize why you lost, a loss is just a loss. Just like a rose is just a rose. See, you have to elevate. You can learn from losing. Just because you're losing don't mean you have to keep losing. Ask yourself the question, why did I lose? I know the answer before you even ask the question. The only reason that you'll lose a trade is because you were in the market when it wasn't stable. Whoa. Which means it's your job to recognize when it is stable. Uh-oh. Well, Mark, what about the direction? The reason I lost is because the market reversed on me. Why did the market reverse on you? Why did it reverse at the time when you were in the market? Can you answer that? Nope. That's why you'll keep losing. See? And then on top of that, your mindset keeps you locked into the loop of losing. You ain't even elevate your patience. You won't even wait. I'll give you an example of that. There are people that actually try to duplicate what we do, and they'll wait right? They'll wait, and then they'll see what looks like the setup. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, I think this is it right here. And instead of them waiting to make sure that the market is actually in the condition it needs to be in, they'll take the setup. No patience. They'll take it. Worst thing that can happen is that they win that trade. Because what they're going to do? They're going to do it again. See, like, it's so predictable what happens. And this goes on all the time. It never stops. This is why I say that you have to interrupt all of that. You got to change your mindset first and foremost. You cannot continue on with the same mindset. You have to elevate it. But you want to sit around and continue to watch me, and I'm just consistent as hell. Like, damn, all his trades look the same. See, what you're really saying is the market looks the same every time he's in a trade. Whoa. Whoa, that's what you're really saying. Damn, the market looked the same every time he trades. Yep. See? Come on now. Yeah, Walker's a nut. I'm gonna come to that in a second. He's stupid. Ooh, how true is this? How true is this? Everyone doing the most trying to break even. Man, oh man. Look at what Endel says. Look at this. Risk, reward, and ROI don't matter if you're not winning. Come on. Whoa. Whoa. Like, you don't get that yet? Yeah, Walker's stupid. Walker's crazy. He said, I figured it out. I figured it all out. Mark hires the haters to come on to the live so he can talk in riddles while he makes all the money from the signals NADEX sends him for the thousands of recordings he's posted. Oh, snap. That is hilarious. He said, I'm smart. Oh my goodness. That's funny. See, if you was look, this is what smart people do. Never debate with someone who don't lose. Come on now. Showing you over and over again the same shit. You just keep seeing winning trades. You're like, damn, I wish this motherfucker would lose. It did. I know for a fact that this kid that probably literally had prayed for me to lose. And guys like, I don't know what you praying for that for. He on the vibe. He ain't gonna lose, bruh. Better pray for something else. God, like, look, you better pray for yourself. Worry about yourself. Oh, this is hard. Check this out. Angel says, you don't just get to risk 80 without knowing what you're doing. If you don't learn to observe and track your progress, you're going to lose that 82. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. So it all boils down to what? Skill. And here's where you're gonna get it. Let's go. Come on now. Peter said I learned he said he learned from losing. That's it. Yeah, the Photoshop, the green screen. Oh, snap. Carrie said, I know that I got tired of losing to the point that I will submit and do as I'm told by Mark. He said, that is how I turn the ship around. Come on, man. Swallow your pride. See, the thing about it is that, and that's a good analogy to use. That's a very good analogy. Carrie referred to it as a ship. He said he turned the ship around. In other words, he's now on the ship with the right captain, going in the other direction. So he on a whole nother ship. Going in the other direction. Come on, man. That's hard right there. That is hard. It's powerful when you really start to understand like what's happening and what's going on. It really is, because it changes everything. You know, I remember when I kind of first started doing this, and I used to say stuff in the video. And I think even at that time, people used to be upset. Man, you keep talking during the video, man. Just take the trade. Well, I'm in the trade already. I'm talking after I'm in the trade. And this is when I used to trade way more often. And I used to do, you know, way more than I do now. I used to be trading in different environments, like, you know, when there was speed and all type of stuff, because I've always understood stability. So stability is not something that only operates when the market is slow. I would say different things in those videos. Some of y'all know this because y'all seen some of the older videos. But the one thing you used to always hear me say is, we're going to take a look and see how the behavior is. You would always hear me say that, no matter what. We're going to take a look at this behavior, see if the market wants to present an opportunity to us. That's how I used to talk. And if you listen to me now, I sound like that, but even more elevated, because I've taken things away that I didn't have to do. I didn't have to trade in more than one environment. Why do all of that? Why take so many trades when I can take fewer trades and make more money? Hold up. Oh, Mark, I'm not sure. Can you explain to me why you trade only once a week now? Didn't you used to trade 3 or 4 times a day? Sure did. Well, why do you only trade 1 time a week now? Why do you only trade now during the slow environment? Well, because I don't have to do anything else. Well, I also heard you say that you're making more money now. How's that possible? Because I make more money doing less. See? It's simple math. It's simple math. I can take fewer trades because I have more contracts. I'm confident in scaling up because I have full confidence in what I'm doing. See? And like, for anyone that talks that, you know, people just like to talk shit. It's cool when you talk shit when you can back up what you're talking about. But people like to talk with no backup. So they'll say stuff like, oh, well, I can just, you know, I can trade with much better risk reward. And I can win more. I can take more trades than that. Okay, so go ahead and record them. This has been something I've been telling people to do forever. I'm like, all right, whatever you do, record it and send it to me. Let me see what you're doing. Let me see. Then my invitation was, well, whatever you're doing, I want you to take $100 and start with one contract. And you're winning so much, I want you to take that one contract and scale up after every trade. Every time that you can add another contract, add another one. And keep doing that. And let's see how far you can go. Well, I was 12-0 just today. Okay. I challenge you to scale up after every trade. Will you do it? Do y'all think that they did it? Nope. No videos, no nothing. Just shit talking. Just shit talking. Crazy, man. Ooh, this is hard. Look at this. Carrie said, ready to set sail with TA. Jay Carly said, Mark steered us away from the iceberg. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Come on, man. So Endel is asking, even looking at the fundamental analysis of currency pairs, wouldn't matter because we're still looking for stability, correct? That is correct. See, fundamental analysis and technical analysis of the market help you with longer term direction oriented trading. So like traditional Forex, you know that in traditional Forex, you have to collect pips in order to make money. Well, how do you collect pips? You got to figure out where and how far the market is going and then collect the pips of that movement. And you need to be correct about your target. And you also need to be correct about where the market won't go. So that's why they use support, resistance, because they're identifying areas in the market that the movement is likely not to go. Or I should say likely not to go past. So for example, what is support and resistance in the market? They represent historical price levels that the market has been to, and then the market reversed with emphasis away from the level. So just like if the market went down to a level and then it reversed and went in the opposite direction and then trended in the other direction with emphasis, with strength, that now becomes a powerful level of support. So now when the market revisits that level, because the market reversed the last time it was there, it is giving you a chance, a higher chance of reversing again at that point, because that's what it did before. So support and resistance is based on historical information. In other words, this is what the market did last time at this level. It reversed. When it comes back here, hopefully it will reverse again. And then that will be or can be another buying opportunity. Another way that people will use support and resistance is they'll place their stop level under the support level. So let's say that the market went to a support level and reversed and went the other way. They'll put their protective stop lower than that level, because the logic is, well, the last time the market was down there, it bounced off of that level. So even if the market went to that support level, if I put my stop lower than that, if it bounces again, then I'll have another opportunity for my trade to succeed. So in other words, even if you're wrong about the direction that the market is going to move in when you are entering into a trade, and this is in Forex or even in stocks, whatever it is, even if you're wrong at first, the market could go to a level of support and reverse and then go back in your direction and then hopefully hit your target, and then you would earn a profit on that trade. That's the logic behind support and resistance. Now, how dependent is that? That's not even the word I'm looking for. How reliable is that? That's the word I'm looking for. Is that a reliable way of trading? In other words, if I place 5 trades out of 5, how many times will the market respect that support level? Or how many times will the market respect a support level that I identified? These are just all questions that you ask, but you don't know the answer to. You don't know. So the only way to find out, well, I got to take 5 trades. And if you take 5 trades and 3 of them win and 2 lose, now you have a win rate. You see? Now you have a win rate. Your win rate is 67%. If you won 4 out of the 5, your win rate would be 80%. This is how people derive win rates. They have to go through everything I just went through. Identifying a level, where to place a stop, what risk reward to place on the trade, what levels are where my target is, what target should I use? Should I be using 2-to-1 risk reward? So in other words, I'm going to risk $1 to make $2. Then when I'm in the trade, what if the market goes and reaches halfway to my target? Should I raise up my stop and protect the profits that I have? Should I raise up my stop to break even? Look at all these questions you be asking, right? See, this is why, I don't like when people even ask questions. I don't have vague conversations about the market with nobody. I'm like, I don't understand what you're asking me. Like, what are you asking me? This is why when people debate about how Forex is better than what we do, you can't be serious. You got to figure all of that out before you even place a trade in Forex. You don't just go in Forex and just trade. You got to figure out what you're doing. How are you trading? What risk reward are you using? Where are you placing your stop levels? Do they make sense? Do they coincide with existing support or resistance levels? Do they coincide with a pivot? Do they coincide with the Fibonacci retracement level? Do they coincide with the moving average? Are you basing your trades off the 1 hour or the 4 hour? What time frame are you using for confirmation? What time frame are you drilling down to enter the trade? How many questions did I just ask? All of these are questions that you have to ask. This is why, now you'll see why when people ask, or not even ask, when people debate with me about Forex, I'm like, I just be like, shut up. Just stop. Just stop. We don't do all of that over here. We don't have to do all of that here. Here, we make it simple. The binary is already simple. Just be right about where the market ends. That's it. That's it. Oh, but binaries are so much more risky. How? All you got to do is be right. That's not risky. The risk is you won't be right. Now, why won't you be right? Because you don't understand the market. So here we are, right back again to what I told you the first time. We going around in circles. See, I'm gonna do a call-in show. We're gonna get a call-in show popping because I like to educate people when they think that they're debating about shit. I love that. I love that. See, the thing about what's going on here is that there's proof and documentation of what I'm talking about. Where's yours? Up. Oh boy. Damn, why you say that? Damn, why you had to say that though? Right. Where's your proof and documentation for your argument? Because you're debating with me about what I do. See, it's different if we're debating theory. This is not theory. When you look at Project Freedom, every Project Freedom video that you see the box. You see this little green box? Every trade that you see me in, you see this box right here. So what I'm doing is hidden in plain sight. Like, damn, there goes another one he took. Yeah, stayed in the box again. Shit. Damn, well, why did that one stay in the box? When I put the box on, it didn't stay in the box. You got to bow down, bro. You have to submit. See, that's what it is. You got to submit. Stop thinking that you know shit that you don't. That's your first problem. You think you know more than me. And I'm not even talking about this just so I can say, well, I know more than you. It doesn't matter who knows more. It's what I know. What I know is going to turn into profits. See? And what I know is what you don't know. I know what you're doing. No, you don't. No, you don't. Well, all you're doing, you're basically just taking, you're trading when the market's in a range. Nope. That ain't it. Yes, it is. That's what the box is for. Actually, no, it's not. That's what you think the box is for. Well, now you're contradicting yourself. Okay. Because you said that as long as the market stays in the box, then it's valid. Well, what's valid? The trade. No, I didn't say that. See, like this is all the type of stuff that people be doing with me. Sending me messages, Mark. I've tried your strategy. As soon as you say strategy, I'll be ready to not even message you back, first of all. So the next one of y'all that message me and call it a strategy, guess what? If I see the word strategy in your text, I will ignore you. I'm just going to ignore you because I keep telling you that that's not what this is. Red man out here today. Red man is out here today. That's a fact. Look, this is a fact. If you knew what I was doing, you wouldn't lose either. Come on, man. That's the proof that you don't know because you keep losing. Well, no one wins all of their trades. No one who trades like you wins all of their trades. And this is a fact right here too. Look at that. This is the truth right here. Mark learns from the market every day. He not just talking shit, even though he has every right to. Come on now. And this too. Right. No demo millionaires over here. Well, Mark, I've been doing real good. Man, you know what? I've turned 50,000 in the demo into $1 million.
What you talking about, Willis?
What are you talking about? Just stop it. Look what Shawnee says. What we do at TA takes an incredible amount of fortitude. Executing one successful trade a week is an incredible accomplishment, 1-0 forever. Facts. Fact. See, if you slowed it down and took the time even to zoom in on that, you would do better. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, well, you know, Mark, I've been trading for a few years now. I just can't seem to be consistent. Okay, how many times do you trade? A couple of times a day. All right, right there. Stop that. Stop doing that. Well, what do you mean? Stop trading. You mean trade less? No, I mean stop trading. You're doing too much. You're trading too many times and you don't know why. The last trade that you took, why'd you take the trade? Oh, well, because my setup came. No, that's not the reason that you should be taking a trade. The market don't care about your setup. Mind you, this is people that not even in training with me. First thing I tell you, stop trading. Stop. One of the things I started telling people recently, record your trade. Record. Like people not in training with me, I tell them, well, what I want you to do is record your trade. Here's the software, Screencast-O-Matic. It's a free software. You log in, or you go to the website rather, it's right there. It opens up on your browser. And record your trade and send it to me. How many of them sent me a video? See, that's how I know you're not serious about this, because you would have recorded and sent it to me just to let me see, because that's what I told you to do. So if you can't follow that basic instruction, how do you really plan on being successful in the market? Like, for real. You can't even do what someone who is winning told you to do on a basic level. I told you to use a free software to record your trade and show it to me, because I don't know what you're doing. I don't know you. You telling me that you've been in the market for 3 years. Well, I've been in the market for 3 years, man, you know, and no, I don't know. Well, I just can't seem to be too consistent. Okay, well, that's a problem. Well, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes the market will win, and then sometimes, I don't know, it just goes in the other direction. All right, so stop trading. Well, what do you mean by that? Stop trading. Are they going to stop? That's why they're not in training with me. See, so you can't even come into training because you can't even get on the vibe. You're not humble enough to actually follow a basic instruction that I gave you that's going to help you. I told you to do that, not for me, for you. I don't care about what you're doing. I really don't. I don't care what strategy you're using. Record whatever you're doing and send it to me. Not for me, for you. Come on, man. See? Mind you, little do you know that recording is going to be the reason that you're going to become consistent. Come on, man. You don't even know that. I'm telling you that. Why? Because it's going to force you to be what? Accountable. So now you don't go around talking. You're just going around telling everybody shit. What are you doing? Messaging everybody online that provides information or is selling a strategy or a system of some type and asking them for help? Is that what you're doing? I'm helping you for free. I literally told you to send me a recording. Who does that? Who, like, tell me that? Who takes their time out and says, yo, just send me a recording of what you're doing. Here's the website. Screencast-O-Matic. Record your trade and send it to me. Let me take a look. And then you don't send it. So clearly you're not serious. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on. Just, you're not serious, man. Yeah, wax on, wax off. 100%. Look at what Bilal said. He said the recordings are for your benefit. I learned so much from the feedback from my recordings. And I mean, like, for real, like, just in all honesty, how do you really expect to be taken seriously when you trade if you don't take training seriously? Like, your learning process, you're not even taking serious enough. You're not even giving yourself enough time to learn more about the market. Well, Mark, what do you mean by that? Learning more about the market? Well, you have to observe. I do observe right before I take the trade. No, stop trading first and just observe the market. Well, I'm not sure what I'm looking for. Don't look for nothing. That's your problem. You're looking for something when you just need to take the time to watch. Don't look for anything. Just watch and see what the market does. And things will start making more sense. Stuff that I talk about will start making more sense to you. Oh, that's what he means by position change. Oh, I heard him say that before. Oh, I just saw an example of that right there. The light bulbs start coming on. Oh, that's what he means by dominance. I've heard him say that. This is not play. This is real. Stuff I talk about is stuff that the market really does. Examples and explanations and observations that I'm doing is what's really happening right now. This entire time I've been on here, I've been moving the box the whole time. Y'all see me doing it as I'm talking. I don't even think about it. It's at the subconscious level for me. I'm conditioned. Why does he keep moving that little green box? Because I'm in observation mode. Well, he didn't take a trade yet. No trade has been given yet. But guess what? If the market decides to give one to me, I'll be right there. Yep. 100%. Right. Look at it, not for it. Exactly. Damon said they ready to kick the screen, but they can't follow wax on, wax off. Right. The basic instructions. Basic instructions. Yep. So that's a good question. So Endel says, so with binaries, you can be correct about the direction, but it doesn't mean the contract will expire in profit. Correct. Because even if you're right about direction, let me use right now as an example. Let's look at the market right now, right? Watch. Right now, the market is moving up. So let me just draw like a little line right here, right? It's moving up. So it's trending. it's trending, quote unquote, right? Now, let's use this option as an example. So the option that we're looking at is this one, where my mouse is. The 1795. Right now, I'm gonna open up a ticket to see the option price in here, and you're looking at all of this. You're like, all right, yeah, the market look good. It's going up. It's trending. But you got 2 minutes and change left on the binary. Now, if you decided right now, I'm gonna buy this because this should stay above this line right here. It should stay up. It should stay above that because it's moving up. If you're only basing your decision off of that, you're basing your decision off of direction. Your reason for taking this trade is because you're saying that the market's moving up. That's your reason. Now, there's 2 minutes left and the market moves. So if the market decided to move down, right? And let's say it waited until there was less than a minute on the binary, and it just decides, go back down. You were correct about the market going up. Market was going up. So you had the direction, but you had the right direction at the wrong time if the market decides to come down before the next minute and change. So with the binary, even though you're looking at it like, well, the market's trending up. Okay, you could be right about that. Yep, you could be correct. Does that mean that the market is going to stay trending up by the time this clock runs out? No, it doesn't. What if the same way that it moved up, it decided right here to go back down in the other direction? And it can even decide to do that in the very last minute of the binary. So like even here, this could turn into a long ass red candle coming down. And even if this came down, the market could still be in an uptrend. Even if the candle came down under the line and hit right here, the market is still an uptrend. So direction didn't play a part with whether you're going to win this binary or not. What is playing the part is the behavior of the market, because if the market decides to reverse and come back down, that's behavior that is present. It's reversal energy in the market. That is behavior. If that energy is present and the market decides to do that and you lose that trade, explain why you lost the trade. See? So right now, there happens to not be that reversal energy. What's actually happening right now is the market is ranging. And we actually saw that the market was ranging even from back here on this candle. So I only use that as an example just to kind of show what I mean when I refer to, well, you can be right about direction, but wrong about timing. Here's another example. Let's say that you're looking at this still and you're like, yeah, market is still in the uptrend. And you draw your little line again. Like, all right, yeah, it's still in the uptrend. Still moving up. You still got 4 minutes left on the binary. Now, if you decided to buy based on the fact that it's in an uptrend, quote unquote, right? You open it up. Oh, look at that. It's pricing on the option. I can get into this right here. Look, oh, 79. Yeah, I can take this. Let me take this. Boom. You click in. And now you bought. And again, you're basing this on the fact that the market is moving up. So you're thinking the market's going to continue to move up. But you got 3 minutes left on the clock. You got 3 minutes left. Look at what the market's doing. See? So I'm just giving you like various examples of how people look at the market and why they be wrong. With binaries, it doesn't matter that you were right about the direction. It's when you're right about what the market's doing and not the direction. Because if your timing is not right, direction doesn't matter. So hopefully that kind of, gave you some more clarity on the question. But that's it in a nutshell. People be right about direction all the time and still lose the trade. It has more to do with the energy that's present, the behavior. See, if you're right about direction, but the market has reversal energy in it, it can just reverse and go back the other way with power in the move. Do a whole position change on you while you're in the trade. And if you weren't aware that behavior was present, you can get caught up in that all the time. More often than you would like to. So hopefully that was helpful. Very good. Excellent. He said he got it. Yep. So overall, throughout this time that we've been observing for, there have been little instances where the market, started to attempt to range. It didn't really do it for extended periods of time. As you can see, it started, moving outside of ranges, and there's just too much overall movement still present. And you guys will hear me say that often. There's too much overall movement still present. Now, when I talk about that, what I'm referring to specifically is the fact that there's just still too much movement, and that dominates. So in other words, when the market is slowing down and beginning to attempt to range, it doesn't do it for long. And what it's doing is it's going right back to the same type of movement. You see, long bars. See these long candles? And when you look at dominance, if you have more long candles than smaller candles, what is that telling you about what is dominating in the market? It's telling you that too much overall movement is dominating. You see? Good stuff, man. This is good stuff. All right, so the market about to close in like 10 minutes. And this was a very good observation. So I think I'll probably recommend this for tonight's training, just to hear the stuff that was going on throughout the live today. This was good. This was good. Gary says, this has been a very helpful and informative video. Thank you, Brooklyn Moses, for teaching us the TA way. Pleasure is all mine. Pleasure is all mine. All right, y'all. So I will see you guys in the group chat. Everybody else, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're new, check out the content on the channel, especially if you're on YouTube. It's like a massive, obnoxious amount of videos on here for you to take a look at to become educated. All right, so make sure that you do so. All right, y'all. I'm out. Mark full of TeamAlliance. Y'all know what it is. Coffee and charts. Deuces. Dom de Marco. Dom de Marco.